you're 60, if you're, let's say 65, you've just retired, yeah, probably for the last 60 years of your life, you've been working so hard, you've been under pressure, meeting all kind of quota. And for the first time in your life, you can relax. The last thing you want to do is giving yourself another assignment. Norwegian 4x4 made it easier. Blend workouts into your day. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. I am sorry that I couldn't upload my video on Monday. This is because we're in the middle of a long holiday called the Golden Week in Japan. So this week, I'm only uploading one video, which is this video. I'm sorry. But again, from Friday, we'll have another part of the kind of holiday. And then we are going to have a Hino festival in our town. It's a very special festival. So I'm so excited about it. And yeah. But this video today is going to be fascinating for you. So please watch the video until the end. Thank you. So I told you that I changed my fasting protocol from this spring, that I started having breakfast. Yeah. And then I have increased my exercise load. So I have been exercising more these days. So I'll just go through my exercise protocol one more time. I have 4 pillars of exercise, and that is doing a low intensity cardio between zone 1 to zone 2, and then high intensity cardio between zone 4 and zone 5, and then strength training, which is usually done by body weight, and then flexibility training, which includes stretching, balance, joint and finger rotation, and posture correction. Yeah, I usually combine high intensity cardio and strength training. So I do strength HIIT, yeah. And I usually do, for example, push-ups or sit-ups or squats, yeah. And then I do the Tabata style, yeah, which means I do the 20 seconds of push-ups, which is about 20 times, and then 10 seconds rest. And I do it 3 times. And then I do the sit-ups for 20 seconds, 10-second rest, and I do 3 times, then squat 3 times. Altogether, 9 sets. But, for Tabata style, you can just do it for 8 sets, which takes about 4 minutes. It's a very short time. Yeah. Now, so Tabata is very good, but recently another style of HIIT is in the spotlight, and that is called Norwegian 4x4 protocol. Yeah. So people like Dr. Londa Patrick speaks very highly of this exercise. Yeah. So how to do this is you start with a short warm-up for about 5 minutes, and then you do the longer high intensity activity for about 4 minutes. Yeah, for example, you can do sprinting at 85% to 95% of maximum heart rate. Yeah, or at least the maximum speed you can sustain for 4 minutes. But you do it for 4 minutes, then you rest for about 3 minutes. Yeah, rest such as a very light walking to allow the heart rate to decrease for 3 minutes. Yeah. So basically, you repeat this process. Yeah. 4 minutes of sprinting, 3 minutes rest, 4 minutes of sprinting, 3 minutes rest, 4 minutes of sprinting, 3 minutes rest. Yeah. You can do with the cycling or swimming or anything else really, as long as you have the 4 minutes of high intensity activity and then 3 minutes of rest. Right. So I go cycling a lot. I often go grocery shopping by bicycle. Yeah, especially in the warmer season, I do that more often than before. So I end up, going grocery shopping a few times a week now. Yeah, and then on the way to get there is a slightly downhill. So it's not a much of a exercise, but on the way back, it's a slightly uphill. So it can become a strenuous exercise. And it takes about 20 minutes. So it's a right distance to do this Norwegian 4x4 style. Yeah. So I do about kind of 4 minutes. I mean, I don't time it, so I don't know exactly, but about 4 minutes of hard cycling. Yeah. I don't think it is, I'm in the zone 5, maybe zone 3, somewhere between zone 3 and zone 4. Yeah. And I do that for about 4 minutes, then I rest. So I just completed rest. I just stop there and then rest for about 3 minutes. And then I do it about 4 times or sometimes 5 times. Yeah. Um, yeah. So it's not exactly Norwegian 4x4 because I'm not in the zone 5. Yeah. But I find it, yeah, pretty effective. It's a good workout. And the reason why I don't do zone 5 is just because I can't do it. It's impossible for me to continue cycling at the zone 5 level for 4 minutes. Yeah, I just cannot do it. And I just wonder how anyone can do it. Can you cycle in zone 5 for 4 minutes? I mean, I don't know if anyone can do it. I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear that. Yeah, I want please, please write your experience in your comment. Yeah, because I mean, even if I were younger, I don't know if I'm able to do that because I remember back in junior high school, I was pretty fast at long distance running. I was not enough. I was not doing track and field, so I was just a regular. I was playing volleyball in junior high school, so I wasn't trained to do a long distance running. But I was the fastest in my class for 2,000 meters, and it was about 7 minutes. I think it took me about 7 minutes to, do that. So to do a 4 minutes running, it's something like doing 1,000 meters run, right? So I just wonder if you can continue sprinting for 1,000 meters. No, I don't think so. I mean, you can sprint for 100 meters or 200 meters, but not 1,000 meters. So I don't know how people manage to stay at the zone 5 level for 4 minutes. Yeah. Um, so, anyway, I promote the concept called Hara Hachibunme, which means to aim for 80% optimal. So you don't need to do the optimal exercise. You can just do 80% optimal exercise. So, I mean, that's why I'm doing, I'm kind of satisfied with, zone 3 because it's still effective. Maybe it's not perfect. Maybe it's not, I'm not getting the kind of benefit that people talk about, but still it is okay. I don't need to make everything perfect. Yeah. Especially for people who are over 60. You don't want to make it too hard. Yeah. Um, because psychologically it is important. Yeah. I mean, if you are into exercise, if you are into fitness, if you have done like, sport all your life, maybe it's not hard for you. But if you haven't done, or even though if you did, like you didn't do it for the last, 10, 20 years or so, you don't want to make it stressful. Yeah. And there's a psychological thing as well, because if you're 60, if you're, let's say 65, you've just retired. Yeah. Probably for the last, 60 years of your life, you've been working so hard. You've been under pressure, meeting all kind of quota, you had given difficult, you'd been given difficult assignment and stuff like that. And for the first time in your life, you can relax. So, enjoy this freedom, like to embrace this freedom and relax and don't, make it too hard for you. And that is critical. The last thing you want to do is giving yourself another assignment. Yeah, because sometimes this kind of workout protocol becomes another assignment. Maybe it gives you some benefit, but mentally, if it becomes stress, then that can be a cause of developing cancer and certain disease as well. So you need to be careful. Also, if you are over 60, you want to reduce the injury risk or, heart attack risk as well. Yeah. So I think, of course, I mean, to do everything, you need to start gradually. But even if you're used to it, I don't think you need to do too much. Yeah. You still gain the benefit. Well, that's what I think anyway. Yeah. In other video called Don't Work Out for Longevity If You Want to Increase Your Ikigai, I said it is important to make your exercise your Ikigai, something you can enjoy, something you can look forward to, something you can give you juice. I mean, for some people, doing hard exercise become your Ikigai. Some people just enjoy the challenge, but if you don't, then find an activity that you can enjoy and still effective, right? Okay, so finding that balance is critical. Yeah, so I say 80% optimal, but not 50% optimal. I mean, you can do a 50% optimal if you want to. I mean, that is also fine. That is better than nothing, better than 0%. Yeah, but to let's see certain maybe benefit or effect, you need to aim for 80%. Yeah. If it's 50%, maybe you probably won't get enough effect. Yeah, right. So 80% is a sweet spot that is effective enough, and you can still customize your exercise into kind of a comfort zone. So many people say you need to get out of the comfort zone, but I say you need to stay in your comfort zone, especially for people over 60. You want to enjoy your exercise. Yeah. Um, okay. So how to do that? Yeah. How to sort of find this kind of 80% balance? Yeah. The idea is you need to understand the mechanism, why this kind of exercise work. Yeah. Why HIIT is effective. Yeah. I think the main part of the HIIT is having this interval. It is called high intensity interval training. So having the interval is the key. Whether it is a 20 seconds high intensity exercise and 10 seconds interval, or 4 minutes high intensity exercise and 3 minute interval, having this exercise interval is the key. Yeah. So you can basically customize your exercise based on this concept. For example, in my case, so now I do about 4 minutes of zone 3 cycling and then 3 minutes rest. But maybe I can change to 1 minute of zone 4 or zone 5 cycling and then rest. Yeah, because maybe I can do 1 minute of zone 5. Yeah, I cannot do 4 minutes of zone 5, but maybe 1 minute is possible. So I can change that. And then in that case, I might do more sets because I still need to get home, right? So I need to continue cycling eventually. So it's a question of, how long, how far do you want to go in one set. Yeah. Um, so you can basically play around. Yeah. Um, but if you go cycling anyway, especially a long distance cycling, you end up doing Norwegian 4x4 wish cycling. Yeah. Because sometimes you have an uphill, and if you continue cycling for a while, it becomes a strenuous workout. And then when you go long distance cycling, you don't want to take too many rest. Yeah. You don't want to stop after 1 minute. Yeah, you want to keep going for a while to just continue moving. So you end up doing this, style of exercise anyway. Yeah, I sometimes do that. When I go cycling to get somewhere, yeah, I do continue cycling for 4, 5, or even longer, even though it is very hard because you have to. Your goal is to reaching the destination, right? So yeah, it naturally becomes this exercise. So I encourage cycling very much in that way. But you can do this HIIT anywhere, really. For example, when I just walk up the stairs, I often do that. I kind of walk up the stairs for 20 seconds, then I rest for 10 seconds, then I walk up for another 20 seconds, and so on. Or I can even do that with running. I just run up the stairs for 20 seconds and rest for 10 seconds. Yeah. Or you can do the trail. For example, there is a trail near my house, but this is not a long trail. Only like it takes about 5 minutes to walk up. Yeah. And then it is about 5 minutes away from my house. I usually jog there, which takes about 5 minutes. And then once I get to the trail, I run up the hill, yeah, as hard as I can. And then I usually stop after 1 minute because that's how long I can continue doing it. And then I rest, and then I do it about 3 times. Then I get to the top of the hill. Yeah. In fact, the top of the hill is a kind of a ground. It's sort of a small park. So that's where I do my sprinting. I sprinting and some other exercises. So it's a good balanced routine of jogging for 5 minutes, doing this kind of high intensity interval, sort of 3 sets of, trail running, and then doing some sprinting and jumping and, other exercises on the top. Or you can do that with your swimming. Yeah. Well, I usually swim in the summertime at the lake. Yeah. And I do it about 20 seconds of swimming and then rest, about 10 seconds of rest and 20 seconds swimming rest. But this summer, I'll try longer duration, maybe 1 minute swimming, or if I can, I'll try swimming for 4 minutes to see if I can do that. So that would be great. But the idea is just play it around, and find the best way, or find the doable duration, doable, the intensity. Yeah. And then whatever you do, this kind of high intensity interval training is effective for you. It is giving you a lot of benefit for your heart health and other things. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dancing is wonderful. If you're not into sport, dancing is a great aerobic exercise. And if you choose a long music, often African music is pretty long. African music from Africa, the continent of Africa, is pretty long. And then you continue dancing, and because it is so fun, because you dance with the rhythm, you kind of forget about it was exercise, or it's not even a workout, it's an art. It's like a sort of expression of your passion and emotion and everything. Yeah. And then you do it like 4 times and it becomes Norwegian 4x4 protocol. Yeah. So the bottom line is make it your ikigai, make it more fun, make it something doable, enjoyable. Yeah. And embrace your life. Okay. So if you're interested in biohacking based on Japanese natural health, please read my book, Ikigai Bio-Hacking. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Yeah, so in the next video, I will share with you one exercise from Nagano Prefecture, Japan. Nagano Prefecture, it's one of the longest lived regions in Japan. So I told you that Shiga Prefecture and Nagano Prefecture are the two longest lived prefectures in Japan. And this workout method is developed at Shinshu University, which is the university in Nagano Prefecture, and it is absolutely, absolutely wonderful for seniors, for people over 60. In my opinion, it's much better than Norwegian 4x4. So please enjoy my next video. All right, so if you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel, and please leave your comment. Have you ever done Norwegian 4x4, and what is your experience with it? And if any of you could do 4 minutes continuous zone 5 sprinting, please let me know. Thank you. All right, so have a great weekend, and I'll see you. So next video, it's gonna be next Wednesday again. I'm sorry, because we got the long weekend starting Friday until Monday. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!